Rosemary, I'd like to thank you so very much for agreeing to do this interview. I'm really looking forward to what you have to tell us today.
Well, I appreciate being asked to talk with you.
I'd like to start by asking you, what was your motivation for developing the theory of man-living health?
I think the ideas underpinning the theory really grew in me over time. I think they began long ago when I was a child. I had wonderful parents and a good, strong family, and my values for the human being and the dignity of being human grew from that time. So I think all through my educational process, I developed those values. But I can remember as an undergraduate student having this gnawing awareness that the medical model was limited as a guide for nursing practice. And I raised questions like, why do people not follow health teaching? And like, why do some people who do not get well? And so these ideas and questions perplexed me as I practiced and as I guided students. And so I was searching for a framework from which to practice nursing that connected with my values of the human-to-human relationships.
I'd like to ask what influenced you, what led you to the assumptions that underlie your theory?
I read widely, and I found that Martha Rogers' work was very consistent with my own views, particularly the area where she talked about the human-environment mutual process. And at the same time, I was reading in the literary works of Camus and Kafka and philosophers like Husserl and Kierkegaard and Heidegger and Merleau-Ponty and Sartre. And I began to put these ideas together to develop a unique perspective of nursing. And while my work is neither existential phenomenology nor Rogers, it's a new product that came out of the assumptions that I developed. The roots were in those particular areas.
How has your work influenced other people? For example, how does the theory help nurses to think about nursing?
Well, it's a whole different perspective than the traditional view of nursing. Its basic view about human beings is different. It's built on the assumption that human beings co-author health. It's built on the assumption that the human-environment relationship is a mutual process, not cause-effect. So it's a whole different perspective, a whole different way of thinking about being human. This particular view calls out a different kind of practice and a different kind of research. If you believe the person is co-author of health, then the nurse is not the authority figure in relation to the changing of health. The person is. So it's a view of nursing that puts the focus on the person's own way of being and becoming.